Hey everybody, it's Silver Seeker, and today is December 27th of 2020, and what we are talking about is silver in 2021. Specifically, what I think silver is going to do in 2021, as well as a lot of other market analysts who know a lot more about this than me. Keep in mind, everything I say in videos like this, guys, this is 100% my opinion, so take it with a grain of salt. Everything I say is just from my experience as a stacker over the years. I certainly am not a professional paid market analyst like some of these guys that you see writing these analyst articles on places like Kitco and others. In fact, I personally read a lot of those articles on Kitco. I look at technical charts and, you know, I use that information to, you know, help me decide whether or not I think it's a good time to buy. But of course, everything, you know, including, you know, my own reading of the technical charts, my listening to the analysts who think they know what's going on, it's still all speculation. I mean, anything can happen. And to be honest with you, one thing you need to remember about the price of anything, not just silver, is that if we all knew exactly what it was going to do, even if these guys knew exactly what it was going to do, they'd all be, you know, living in $100 million mansions on the beach. But most of them don't. A few of them do. Some people get lucky, some people don't. I mean, I guess you could win the Powerball too. But at the end of the day, most people, myself included, don't actually know what's going to happen. So whenever you make decisions on buying things like silver and gold, investing in it for the future, you have to do it with a little bit of, you know, caution. You don't want to put too many eggs in one basket, or all of your eggs in one basket, as they say, because you never know what could happen. I mean, silver could definitely take a turn for the worse and drop down, you know, to, you know, $10 an ounce or less, and that would be unfortunate for a lot of people that are buying it right now, when silver is sitting at almost $26 an ounce as I record this video. But a lot of market analysts, you know, think that 2021 is going to be a shining point for silver. They think it's going to be one of the best performing physical assets next year in 2021. I personally feel the same way. One, because I've read a lot of their articles and what they say sounds legit. And secondly, because when I look at the charts, it does look like 2021 is going to be a very bullish year for silver. So it gets me a little bit excited about that. I think, you know, personally, I think silver, there's some people saying silver is going to get hit 50 next year. A lot of people think that's not going to happen, but it could definitely cross that $30 an ounce, $35 an ounce line, which would be pretty incredible for anyone who's holding it right now. That'd be a pretty large increase for next year. So that's something to get excited about if that happens. I personally think it's going to as well. So, you know, I'm definitely investing in silver right now. I'm not going, you know, heave-ho. I'm not putting every dollar into it, but I am definitely buying a little bit more than I have been recently, you know, without, again, you know, putting all my eggs into one basket, as I said earlier. One thing I wanted to talk about, though, is a lot of people on, you know, I've seen a lot of people in forums, I've seen even people in comments on YouTube talking about how silver is going to hit $100 an ounce next year, $150 an ounce in the next couple of years. And I want to talk about that because, honestly, that's not going to happen. And if it does, you really don't want it to. Like, I don't want silver to hit $150 an ounce, because that means that there are things happening that we don't want to happen. That means there is a, you know, for silver to hit $150 an ounce, there has to be a severe financial problem elsewhere, which is going to make life hard for everyone else. Now, I'm not saying that if it hits $150 an ounce, that, you know, you know, that's bad. I mean, it is bad, but I mean, it's not bad that you stacked it, and you shouldn't feel bad that you stacked it thinking it's going to hit 150, and then it does. But what I'm saying is it's going to put a hurt on a lot of other people out there, because there's going to have to be some sort of financial market crash, some sort of problem that's going to cause silver to go up that high. Remember, silver is traded on the US dollar, so you know, if silver were, let's just use for example, if silver were $20 an ounce right now, the second, and then, you know, tomorrow we had some sort of, you know, financial crash, hyperinflation, you know, inflation went up 300% in, you know, over a month. Silver wouldn't have to change value. It would just be $60 an ounce, just because our money is worth a third of what it was when it was at 20. Silver could be worth quite literally the same. You could still be trading a, you know, a 10-ounce silver bar for what today is $200 worth of product. You would still be able to trade that silver bars for the same product then, but trading the cash for that same product then would take $600. So you know what I'm saying? The value of our dollar is less. So something that's $100 costs $200 tomorrow. The same silver will still buy it tomorrow, because silver still has its value. So, you know, the reason I say that you really don't want it to hit 100, you really don't want it to hit 150. Sure, you will be safe because you have your silver stacked, and you did a smart, you did a good thing. You made a smart decision by stacking silver, but the hurt that is going to put on other people is really not where anybody really wants, you know, us to be right now. So yes, stack your silver. Make sure you keep it stacked so that if it happens, you are prepared. But at the same time, wishing it goes to 150, I just can't do it because I know there will be a lot of people in this world that are affected by it, and that's not something you want to happen. So realistically, everyone should be stacking silver, but we know that's not going to happen. There's not enough silver in the world for everyone to have enough of it. So, you know, there's people that are going to be protecting themselves against inflation by putting things like silver and gold aside, and there's people that aren't. So, you know, a lot of people are probably looking at me right now on the screen. They're saying, but Seeker, Bitcoin hit $27,000 a coin right now. What do you mean it can't go up? Yes, Bitcoin's a totally different thing. Bitcoin is traded on speculation and purely speculation, and that is it. It's, you know, that's all it is. And don't get me wrong. I mean, there's good potential to make money in Bitcoin. I'm not saying there's not, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't if that's what you want to do. It's not something personally that I'm interested in. I have a little bit of Bitcoin sitting on a Ledger Nano that's locked away in a vault, but I don't have very much. It's well under 1. So just so you know, I have a little bit just in case, you know, the people are like, yes, Bitcoin's going to hit $1 million a coin. Sweet, I can pay off my house. But, you know, I'm not going to become a millionaire overnight if it hits $1 million coin because I have ways less than that. But a lot of Bitcoin's value is on speculation, on people pushing it up. And honestly, I think right now, given how quickly it's went from even 20,000 to 27,000, that it's sitting in a bubble, it's not something that I feel comfortable putting money in. But again, my opinion, you take it with a grain of salt because I'm a guy who doesn't know, especially about Bitcoin, because I'll be honest with you, I don't know near as much about Bitcoin as a lot of people do, even other people in this community. So, you know, I'm not really the person to be looking at for that advice. I'm just telling you what I think and how I feel about it. But anyway, guys, that's what I had for you today. I just wanted to talk about why it's really not a good idea. You really don't want silver and gold, or silver, I mean, to go to $100 to $150 an ounce because it's not good for the situation for everyone else. It's really not good for, you know, I mean, there's a lot of other problems that would have to happen for silver to go that high. Hopefully it just does through normal trading, goes 30, 35, you know, even 40. I don't want it to get there too quickly because if it goes up too quick, just like what Bitcoin's doing right now, if it goes up too quick, it's going to come back down really quick. I think Bitcoin's going to do the same thing. Again, opinion, but I think Bitcoin's going to do the same exact thing. I think it's going up so quick that eventually it's got to pop and come back down. I want silver to go up and go up slowly, but I want it to go up through normal trading. I don't want it to go up because the value of our dollar crashes, because again, it causes so many other problems that nobody in this world wants to deal with, myself included. So thank you so much for listening to me today, guys, and I hope that you liked the video. If you did, do me a favor, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I did leave a video above you can check out if you haven't seen it yet. I also want to give a huge shout out and a huge thank you to my awesome channel supporters scrolling right there on the right hand of the screen. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.